In this video lecture, we will be seeing Maths 1A Trigonometric Equations chapter. This chapter is in intermediate first year for TS and AP students. So, first, as the chapter's name is Trigonometric Equation, I would like to ask you all, what is a trigonometric equation? Okay. So remember, any function of a variable theta will be called as, any equation which has function of variable theta will be called as trigonometric equation. So any trigonometric equation will have a function of variable theta. Okay, for example, cos theta is a trigonometric function. Now any trigonometric equation will also have a solution. What is the solution of a trigonometric equation? Solution of a trigonometric equation. See, TE I am writing for trigonometric equation. See, solution of trigonometric equation means the answer of a trigonometric equation. Okay, that is, I said that in a trigonometric equation you will have a variable theta. So the value of that variable theta will be called as solution of a trigonometric equation. The value which we will get after solving the trigonometric equation. Now, we also have a term solution set. What is a solution set? Set of all solutions together is called as solution set. Any solution of a trigonometric equation will be of two types. One is general solution and the other one is principal solution. In your questions, in your syllabus, it will ask you to solve the equations, and in those you have to find out general solution of a equation which will be given in the question, and you also have to find out principal solution whatever will be given in the question. So remember, the standard form of general solution will be of the form of theta naught plus f of n, where f of n is a function and this n value will be belonging to an integer. So you will have a function plus a angle. So this angle theta naught is your particular solution. That is, we all know that all the trigonometric equations will have a range. Sin theta will have a range, cos theta will have a range, tan theta will have a range. So in that range, the principal solution will lie. So what is a general solution? A general solution is in the form of theta naught plus f of n, and principal solution is theta naught. Okay, when we solve the equations, it will be very clear. I am going to solve exercise questions in this video only, so continue watching. But before that, I would like to say you what is the 6 equations we have. We all know that in general. For example, we have sin x, we have cos x, we have tan x, we have cot x, we have secant x, and we have cosecant x. Right, so for these 6 functions, what is the general solution and what is the So all these equations will have a general solution and they will have a principal solution. Okay. Remember that. In this video, I'll say you what is the general solution of all these and how to solve them. Don't worry. See, this table is very important to you. Suppose a function is there f of x, that is sin x, cos x, tan x, cosecant x, secant x, and cot x. Then we all know that in the first chapter we studied range of k, that is sin x will lie between minus 1 and 1, cos x will lie between minus 1 and 1. Similarly, you have this range. Now, you have a principal solution, the value will be theta. So this principal solution is lying between which two values, that you need to remember. Sin x lies between minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Cos x lies between 0 comma pi. Tan x lies between minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Cosecant x lie between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Secant x lies between 0 and pi, and cos x lies between 0 and pi. Similarly, you need to remember the general solution of all these 6 equations. General solution of sin x is n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. You need to learn it. General solution of cos x is 2n pi plus minus alpha. General solution of tan x is n pi plus alpha. General solution of cosecant x is n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. General solution of secant x is 2n pi plus minus 1 into alpha, and general solution of cot x is n pi plus alpha. So you observe in all the equations we have alpha, alpha, alpha. So you can remember a tactic and you can learn all of them like that. And if you carefully observe here, we know that sine and cosecant are inverse to each other. We learned that in the 10th standard trigonometry. So if you observe here also, n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha for sine and n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha for cosecant, that is general solution for sine and cosecant is same. Similarly, if you observe tan x and cot x, we know tan x and cot x are inversely proportional to each other. So if you learn for tan x, you can remember for cot x also. Okay, see, the general solution for tan x is n pi plus alpha. Similarly, general solution of cot x is n pi plus alpha. Similarly, observe for cos and secant. We know cos x is equals to 1 by secant x. So both will have same general solution. Observe, the general solution of cos x is 2n pi plus minus alpha. So remember the principal solution values, that is interval in which the principal solution lies. Remember the general solution. You will be easily able to crack this chapter, trigonometric equations. So let us start solving the trigonometric equations now. Exercise 7a, first question. The first question is, find the principal solution of the angles in the equation 2 cos square theta is equals to 1. Principal solution means we have to find out the value of the angle theta. So here we need the value of cos theta. So what to do? Send this into to that side first. Cos square theta is equals to 1 by 2. Now cos theta will be equal to square, if it goes that side, becomes square root. So square root of 1 by 2. And we know that square root of 1 by 2 is nothing but plus or minus, and here also we should have plus or minus. Whenever square goes that side, we should have either plus or minus 1 by root 2. So we got the value of cos theta as plus or minus 1 by root 2. Cos theta is equals to plus or minus cos 45, and we know cos 45 can be indicated by pi by 4. So here we have either plus cos pi by 4 or minus cos pi by 4. So either theta can be, if you compare this theta can be either plus pi by 4 or minus pi by 4. So theta is equals to plus pi by 4, and it will be minus pi by 4 can be written as pi minus 3 pi by 4. We know that because if you simplify this, 4 is LCM, 4 divided by 1 is 4, 4 pi minus 3 pi is pi. So we can write minus pi by 4 as pi minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, because we have cos of minus theta is also plus cos theta. So cos of this minus pi by 4 will be plus cos theta, that is nothing but cos of minus 3 pi by 4. So what is this angle? It is nothing but, we can say it is plus 3 pi by 4. Okay, that is nothing but 3 into 180 by 4. 3 into 180 by 4. 45 3s are 135. So either angle is pi by 4 or angle is 3 pi by 4. How did we get this plus 3 pi by 4? We wrote minus pi by 4 as pi minus 3 pi by 4, and we'll get the angle minus 3 pi by 4, and we know minus 3 pi by 4 can be written as plus minus cos. Okay, moving to the second bit. First question, second bit. The question is, find the principal solution of root 3 secant theta plus 2 is equals to 0. So we need to find out the value of secant theta. How can we get the value of secant theta? Send that plus to that side, becomes minus 2. So we get secant theta is equals to minus 2 by root 3. Now I will write the secant theta in terms of cos theta. We know that secant theta is 1 by cos theta. So if I inverse this, I'll get the value of cos theta. Cos theta is equals to minus root 3 by 2. And I know root 3 by 2 is what? It is cos of 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Or it is also in terms of pi by 6. Pi by 6 is 30 degrees. So I can, instead of this minus 3 pi by 2, I can write cos pi by 6. And also I have minus here, so minus cos pi by 6. So here I have theta is equals to minus pi by 6. So I can write this minus pi by 6 as cos of, if I write this cos theta as cos of this minus pi by 6, I'll write as pi minus 5 pi by 6. So I have minus cos pi minus 5 pi by 6. It is in the form of cos 180 minus theta, and we know that cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta because it will lie in the second quadrant. This concept is there in trigonometry in the first year or of Telangana or class 11th. Okay, so we have cos 180 minus theta will be cos theta. So this is the form of cos 180 minus theta, that is nothing but minus cos theta. So minus cos 5 pi by 6 I have here. Okay, so here I have minus into minus is plus, so it will become plus cos 5 pi by 6. So here I can say now my angle is theta is equals to, see here we have minus minus will become plus. Now I know cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So I am writing minus cos 5 pi by 6. Minus into minus plus it became, so theta is 5 pi by 6, or if I simplify this I'll get 150 degrees. How? 5 into 180 by 6. 180 by 6 is 30. 30 into 5 is 150. So I'll get the value of theta as 150 degrees. So why am I making this minus pi by 6 as positive? Because I want the values of theta to be positive here. Since I know that cos will lie in the range of 0 and pi, that is positive values. Moving on to third bit. The question is I have to solve and find out the value of the principal solution. 3 tan square theta is equals to 1. So here I can write tan square theta is equals to 1 by 3, or tan theta will be equal to 1 plus or minus 1 by root 3, because square we are sending that side becoming plus or minus 1 by root 3. Now this can be written as tan theta is equals to plus or minus tan 180 by 6 is 30. We know tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So plus or minus tan pi by 6. Now I know that it can be either plus tan pi by 6. Theta can either be plus pi by 6, or theta can be either minus pi by 6. Okay. So what is my principal solution I got here? Principal solution is equals to plus pi by 6 and minus pi by 6. And all the solutions which I got, plus pi by 6 or minus pi by 6. See this first bit, second bit. This is my principal solution, theta value. Similarly, this pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4 are my principal solutions. Okay. Now that was the first question, first bit, to find out principal solution. Principal solution means finding out the value of theta by solving this. Remember that. Now moving on to the second question, first bit. Here it is asking me to solve the following. Solve the following means I have to also find out the general solution and also the value of theta. Second question, first bit is I have to solve cos 2 theta is equals to root 5 plus 1 by 4, and it told me in the question that theta belongs to minus pi or plus pi. So what can I do here? I know the value of root 5 is 2.236. So I will substitute the value of root 5, that is 2.236 here, plus 1 by 4. Now I know that 2.236 plus 1 is 3.36. 3.236. So 3.236 by 4 will be 0.8090. Okay, and from the values of a table which we have, okay, we can find out the value of 0.8090 in terms of cos, because in the LHS I have in terms of cos, as you can see here. So on the RHS also I want to make it in the terms of cos so that I can compare the angles of theta. So if I see carefully, I get the value of 0.8090 as cos 36. So instead of 0.8090, I will write cos 36, and cos 36 in terms of radians, that is pi, can be written as cos 2 pi by 10. So here we got to know the value of theta is 2 pi by 10. Now my general solution is formula for cos. Remember the table? From the table we get to know that theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus alpha. This is the formula to find out the general solution in case the angle is given in terms of cos. Remember it. So theta value here I have is 2 theta. Okay, that is angle here is 2 theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus alpha. Here will be this value, 2 pi by 10. This is theta value and this is alpha value. So plus minus 2 pi by 10 I have over here. 2 theta is equals to, this 2 I can take common, it becomes n pi plus minus pi by 10. So 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So I have theta is equals to n pi plus minus pi by 10. Generally, we will substitute different values of n and find out the value of theta. So here, if I substitute n is equals to 0 here, I will get either plus pi by 10 or minus pi by 10. But I should not take minus pi by 10, as I have to take only positive values, because I know that the range in which cos lies will be all positive values. So if I take n is equals to 0, I get the value of theta as n is 0 into pi plus minus pi by 10, that is 0 plus pi by 10, that is nothing but plus pi by 10. I will consider one value of theta because I have to take positive values. Now I will consider 1. So when n becomes 1, I have my formula is, here I will substitute, here theta is equals to that is principal solution is equals to, I will substitute if n is equals to 1. I know that theta was n pi plus minus pi by 10. I have chosen theta is equals to n pi minus pi by 10. See here, I had both plus and minus, but I am choosing only n pi minus pi by 10 because I want the value to be positive, total value. So theta is equals to 1 into pi minus pi by 10. So I will get the value as pi minus pi by 10. Pi minus pi by 10 is 9 pi by 10. So I got the value of theta as 9 pi by 10. Now consider n is equals to 2. Similarly, here also I will take the value of theta as n pi minus pi by 10. Substitute n ma, 2 pi minus pi by 10. That is nothing but it is equal to 20 minus pi, that is 19 pi by 10. Now I will not take n is equals to 2 for theta is equals to n pi plus pi by 10, because if I take n pi plus pi by 10, I will get 21 pi by 10, and if I solve 21 pi by 10, I get to know that it is a very big number. Okay, so I have the values of theta as pi by 10, 9 pi by 10, 19 pi by 10, and also I can take 11 pi by 10. Okay, how to get the value of 11 pi by 10? If n is 1, I will consider for pi plus pi by 10. So I will get 10 pi plus pi, that is 11 pi by 10. How did I get 10 pi plus 10? LCM of 10 and 1 is 10. 10 divided by 1 is 10. 10 into 1 is 10 pi. 10 pi plus pi is 11 pi. So I got the value of theta as 11 pi by 10. So what are the values of theta I got? I got pi by 10, 9 pi by 10, 19 pi by 10, and 11 pi by 10. I took n is equals to 1 and I took n is equals to 2, and for n is equals to 2 I took only n pi minus pi by 10, but for n is equals to 1 I took both pi minus pi by 10 and pi plus pi by 10, because those fit in the range of 0, 2 pi. If I take as I said you plus, I'll get 21 pi by 10. If I solve 21 pi by 10, it will be a very big value. See, I'll show you. And here what am I doing? I'm taking n is equals to 0. We know integers means 0 also will come, right? See here, for example, if I would have got n is equals to 2, then I will be getting 2 pi plus pi by 10. If I consider 2 pi plus pi by 10, if I solve this, I'll get 21 pi by 10. What is the value of pi I have? 180. So 180 by 10, 0, 0 will get cancelled. 21 into 18 if you do. 21 into 18. 1 8s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2. I get 378 degrees, and 378 degrees are more than 360 degrees. So I cannot take plus n pi plus pi by 10 for n is equals to 2. Okay. Now, so therefore whatever theta values I got, I will write here, or the solution whatever I got. Solution is pi by 10, comma 9 pi by 10, comma 11 pi by 10. I will write 11 pi by 10, comma 19 pi by 10. I am writing these values in the increasing order. Now coming to the second bit. The second bit is solve tan square theta is equals to 1. Now I know that what is tan in terms of 1? We know tan 45 is 1. And square, if I send this side, it becomes plus minus root 1. So it becomes plus minus tan pi by 4, because 45 can be written as pi by 4. So I have my value of theta as either plus pi by 4 or minus pi by 4 if I compare both of them. So I get my general solution as theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. This is my solution for tan. General solution for tan is theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. Okay, see, theta is equals to n pi. Substitute in place of alpha, I can either get plus pi by 4 or minus pi by 4. Okay, now what I will do is, I will take, we know the tan value lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2, and the range can be any real number. So I will take both positive and negative values. That is, I will take n pi plus minus pi by 4 as well as n pi plus pi by 4. Take n is equals to 0 and take n is equals to 1. If I take n is equals to 0, I get theta is equals to 0 into pi plus minus pi by 4. 0 into pi is 0 only, 0 plus minus pi by 4. So I got the value of theta as plus or minus pi by 4. Similarly, here if I take n is equals to 1, I get the value of theta as 1 into pi plus or minus pi by 4. Here it should be pi by 4. So here I will have, if I take minus here, if I first I will find out for pi minus pi by 4. What will I get? I will get 4 pi minus pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 4. So I got the value of theta as 3 pi by 4. And if I write it in terms of plus, pi plus pi by 4 is 5 pi by 4. And we know 5 pi by 4 can be written as minus 3 pi by 4. Theta is equals to plus pi by 4. Okay, so what I will get? 5 pi by 4. Okay, 5 pi by 4 can be written as, okay, here I can take 90, 5 pi by 4 can be written as 90 plus 3 pi by 4. That is, tan theta can be written as tan of 90 plus theta, right? 90 plus theta is negative in the second quadrant, so I have minus tan of 3 pi by 4. So here I can say theta is minus 3 pi by 4. So 5 pi by 4 I have made as minus 3 pi by 4 by writing it as 90 plus theta. See here, we have 0, 90, 180. 90 plus theta means it is in the second quadrant, and we know it's only sine is positive in the second quadrant, tan is negative. That is the reason why I have written minus here, and there I get minus. Okay, so what are the values of theta I got? Plus pi by 4 or minus pi by 4, plus 3 pi by 4 and minus 3 pi by 4. Moving on to the third bit. Okay, so third bit is sine 3 theta is equals to root 3 by 2, and it is given that theta belongs to minus pi comma pi interval. Okay, so what can I do? I have sine 3 theta is equals to root 3 by 2 in terms of sine can be written as sine 60. Sine 60 in terms of pi can be written as sine pi by 3, because 180 by 3 is 60. Now sine is 0 on both sides, or I can write the general solution of my equation for sine as, remember the general solution is formula, theta, that is here theta is 3 theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. Alpha here is pi by 3. Now see, I'll write the general solution for sine is nothing but sine theta, n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. This is the general solution for sine. Now I can take different values of n, like minus 1, plus 1. So first, or minus 2. Okay, I can take the values as minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 for n. Why? Because the value of cos should lie between minus pi and plus pi. So minus pi and plus pi, if we substitute all these values of n, we'll get the answer. Where we have to substitute all these values of n? In the general solution of sine, that is this. If we substitute the general solution of these values in this equation, n pi plus minus 1 power n into pi by 3, if we substitute here, okay, and if we solve this, we'll get the values of theta will be in the range of minus pi and plus pi. So when I take n is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is the reason why I will take those 5 values. Now substitute in place of this n, substitute minus 2 first, because we are starting from negative values first, minus 2, then we'll do for minus 1, then we'll do for 0. So if I take, if n is equals to minus 2, then my equation becomes 3 theta is equals to minus 2 pi plus minus 1 power minus 2 into pi by 3. This is rough. Okay. 3 theta is equals to minus 2 pi here I have only plus in the equation, n pi plus. So plus minus 1 power minus 2 can be written as 1 by minus 1 power square. So 1 by minus 1 power square is plus 1. Right? See here. Minus 1 power minus 2 can be written as 1 by minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is plus 1. So we got minus 1 power minus 2 value is 1. But how did I get this? A power minus n is 1 by a power n. Okay. A power minus n is 1 by a power n. That is positive n. So here I got 1 into pi by 3. So I got minus 2 pi plus pi by 3, that is equals to 3 theta. So 3 theta is equals to, solve this, LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. Minus 6 pi plus pi. Minus 6 pi plus pi is 5 pi minus 5 pi by 3. So now take this 3 down. Theta will become minus 5 pi by 9. So first value of theta I got is minus 5 pi by 9 when I substitute n is equals to minus 2 in the general solution of sine. Now substitute n is equals to minus 1. So if n is equals to minus 1, then I get the equation 3 theta is equals to minus 1 pi plus minus 1 power minus n. Here n is minus 1 into pi by 3. So I have 3 theta is equals to minus 1 into pi is minus pi by 1, and here I have only plus. Again I wrote wrong. Plus minus 1 power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by minus 1. 1 by minus 1 is also minus 1. So it will remain minus 1 into pi by 3, that is minus pi by 3. So I have minus pi plus into minus is minus pi by 3. And here I have 2 also in the equation, right? I forgot to write 2, sorry. 2. So here I will have LCM of 3 and 1 is, LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 2s are 6. So minus 6 pi. And here I will have, n is minus 1. Sorry. It's correct only. N is minus 1. 1, 1. Yeah. So I have LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So minus 3 pi minus pi I got. That is nothing but minus 4 pi by 3. So I got the value of theta as minus 4 pi by 3. Sorry to write it roughly. Remember the values, minus 5 by 9, and this is minus 4 pi by 9 because here I have 3 theta. And that if I take this side, it becomes 3 3s are 9. So I got the value of theta as minus 4 pi by 9. Now n is equals to minus 2 I took, n is equals to minus 1 I took. Now substitute n is equals to 0 in the general solution for sine theta. So if n is 0, I get 3 theta is equals to n into pi. So here n is 0, 0 into pi plus minus 1 power n is 0 into pi by 3. 3 theta is equals to 0 into pi 0 plus a power 0 is 1. So minus 1 power 0 will become 1 only because it is the form of a power 0. A power 0 is a only. So a power 0 is 1 only. So now 0 plus 1 into pi by 3 is pi by 3. So I have theta, 3 will go that side, theta will become pi by 9. So when I take n is equals to 0, I got at pi by 9. Now take n is equals to 1 because after 0, 1 comes and that will fit in the range. So if n is 1, I get the value as 3 theta is equals to, in place of n substitute 1 pi plus minus 1 power n is 1 here, pi by 3. I am directly substituting in the formula. Remember the formula, n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. N is 1, n is 1. So 3 theta is equals to, and theta is 3 theta here. 1 into pi is pi plus minus 1 power 1 is minus 1 power minus 1 only, minus 1 into pi by 3. So that is nothing but pi minus 1 into pi by 3 is minus pi by 3. So LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 into pi is 3 pi minus pi. That is nothing but 2 pi by 3. So I got the value of, send this into 3, that side it becomes theta is equals to 2 pi by 9. Now find out for n is equals to 2 plus 2. So if I get n is equals to 2 in the formula of 3, theta is equals to n pi, n here is 2, 2 pi plus minus 1 power n is 2 into alpha is pi by 3. 2 pi plus minus 1 square is plus 1 only, we know that. So 2 pi plus pi by 3 I have here, and this is 3 theta over here. So 3 theta is equals to LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 2s are 6. 6 pi plus pi. That is nothing but 3 theta is equals to 7 pi by 3. If it comes as side, it becomes theta is equals to 7 pi by 9. Now find out the value. If n is equals to 3, what is the value of theta? Because if I take n is equals to 3 also, it will substitute in the range of. So for n is equals to 3, again theta, that is 3 theta is equals to n pi. Here n is 3 pi plus minus 1 power n is 3 into alpha, that is pi by 3. 3 pi plus minus 1 whole cube is minus 1, because we know minus 1 power odd number is minus 1 into pi by 3. So we have 3 pi minus 1 into pi by 3 is minus pi by 3. Now this will become LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 pi minus pi. 9 pi minus pi is 8 pi. So we get the value of 3 theta as 8 pi by 3. 3 theta is equals to 8 pi by 3, or theta is equals to, send this 3 that side, 8 pi by 9. So finally we got the values of the general solution as theta is equals to minus 5 pi by 9, minus 4 pi by 9. From the starting I'm writing whatever I got, plus pi by 9, plus 2 pi by 9, plus 7 pi by 9, and plus 8 pi by 9. Moving on to the second bit. The second bit is solve cos square theta is equals to 3 by 4. So cos square theta is equals to 3 by 4, and here the range given is theta belongs to 0 comma pi. So I know that square, if it goes that side, becomes square root of 3 by 4. That is nothing but square root of 3 by 2, and here I have plus minus because root is coming. After square goes root, if it comes, it becomes plus or minus. So I know that cos theta is equals to, when is cos root 3 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, 30 is nothing but pi by 6. So cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. So I can write this as plus minus cos pi by 6. And what is the general solution for cos? We have cos theta. The general solution for cos theta is equals to 2n pi. The general solution for cos theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus pi alpha. Okay, this is the general solution for cos. So here theta is theta only, you can see here, and 2n pi here plus minus alpha is pi by 6, if you see, right? So plus minus pi by 6. Okay, now here I can take the values of n as 0 only. Okay, if I take the value of n as 1, it will increase. Okay, for it to be positive, that is for it to be in the interval of 0 to pi, I can only take n is equals to 0 here. Okay, so in place of n, substitute 0. If n is 0, I'll get theta is equals to 2n pi. So in place of n, substitute 0 pi plus minus pi by 6. So I get 0 into pi is 0 only, 0 plus minus pi by 6. So I get theta is either plus pi by 6 or minus pi by 6. So theta can be written as plus pi by 6. And here I should consider my angle. Here if I take, this is cos, right? I have minus cos pi by 6 if I consider, that is minus pi by 6 if I consider, I can write minus pi by 6 as, that is if theta is plus pi by 6 we got, right? Now if theta is minus pi by 6, then how can I write this as? This can be written as 180 minus 5 pi by 6. Okay, and 180 minus 5 pi by 6 will give me only pi by 6. Now where is this minus going? We know cos of minus theta is minus cos theta. Since this is cos, this minus will go, minus into minus. Here I will have minus into minus cos pi by 6. So we'll have plus cos pi by 6. So minus pi by 6 can be written as 5 pi by 6. Okay, so the values of theta which I have here is pi by 6 and phi pi by 6. Sorry. Here I have pi minus pi by 6, that is minus or minus cos pi by 6. Cos or minus theta is minus cos theta. Theta is equals to phi pi by 6. Moving on to fifth bit. Fifth bit, we have to find out 2 sine square theta is equals to sine theta, where theta belongs to 0 comma pi. How to solve this? Bring this sine theta in the LHS, on the LHS. So it becomes 2 sine square theta plus sine theta, if it comes this side, minus sine theta is equals to 0. Because already we have bought everything on the LHS. Now what you can do here, if you observe, sine theta is common between both. So take sine theta common, you'll be left with 2 sine theta, and if here you take sine theta common, you'll be left with minus 1. So here we get sine theta is equals to 0 and 2 sine theta minus 1 is equals to 0. So 2 sine theta is equals to 1, or sine theta is equals to 1 by 2. So we get sine theta is equals to, instead of 1 by 2, we write down sine pi by 6, because we know that sine 180 by 6 is sine 30 and sine 30 is 1 by 2. So instead of 1 by 2, write down sine pi by 6. Now compare sine on both sides. We get theta is equals to pi by 6. So we can say either theta is equals to pi by 6, or we know that if n is equals to 0, then what is the general solution for sine? N pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. Substitute n is 0, 0 into pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha. Alpha is pi by 6. So 1 into pi by 6 is pi by 6. So we got one angle is possibility is pi by 6. And if n is equals to 1, then we have, substitute in this formula, n is equals to 1. 1 into pi is pi plus minus 1 pi n into pi. Alpha is pi by 6 here, right? So pi minus pi by 6, because minus 1 pi 1 is minus 1 only, minus 1 into pi by 6 is pi by 6. So if you take out the LCM, you'll get 6 pi minus pi by 6. That's nothing but 5 pi by 6. So either we got the angle as pi by 6 or we got the angle as 5 pi by 6. So what is our answer? Either pi by 6 or 5 pi by 6. This completes all the 5 bits of second question. Stay tuned for the third question, and if you find this video helpful, then please like, share, subscribe, click that bell icon.